Do you want the best PC games at the best prices? Then head over to Green Man Gaming. Use my affiliate link in the description below.
Got a robbery a few blocks away.
Spider Cop's on it. Part man, part spider, all cop.
Hello you sexy biscuits, and welcome into Marvel Spider-Man for the PS4. In today's video, I want to go over my raw first impressions of Spider-Man. So first I wanted to go over my negatives for the game, because I have zero. Yeah, so far I have zero complaints about this game. And that's a good thing. Generally, when you play a game, you're very analytical. You look at every single detail, and you pick up on things that are either going to annoy you for the rest of the game, or things that you'll get over. And personally, I haven't had any of those. Everything in this game works. Now, of course, there might be bugs and performance issues later on that I haven't seen, but right now, I'm enjoying myself. There are some odd things though. And the first thing I wanted to talk about is the Ubisoft Tower. Yes, they're back. Don't get me wrong, I loved the Ubisoft Tower back in Far Cry 3. I did enjoy it, and then every game started doing it, and it was just like, oh, okay. And recently, Far Cry 5 came out, and they even made a joke about the towers in that game. So it did surprise me a little bit when you're first tasked with fixing these towers across New York, that Spider-Man didn't have some form of comedy quip like, oh god, not towers, or something like that. I did find that a little bit odd. But they work. They use a very similar puzzle mechanic as the Batman Arkham series. The second thing that threw me off was the robberies.
Open the safe. Do it.
Hey, fellas.
Ah! Spider-Man! Shoot him!
So in a few of these robberies that happen, you will end up going inside the store. And instead of actually going into the building like you did in Spider-Man 2, it kind of turns into like a side-scroller. It's very weird. Now, this completely threw me off. I wasn't expecting it to do it. And moving Spider-Man around inside the building feels very weird. I don't think my brain was ready for that. So the fact that the camera is now completely static until you come out of the store just threw me off completely. Okay, so we need to talk about graphics, because good god, this game is beautiful. It's weird because I remember Spider-Man 2 on the PS2 looking this good, but of course the rose-tinted nostalgia glasses will do that to you. This is the best looking Spider-Man game ever made. It's probably one of the best looking games on the PS4. When the sun is setting in this game, it is absolutely stunning. Everything gets bathed in this amber / gold looking light, and I absolutely adore it. And on top of that, possibly the most important thing about a Spider-Man game, which of course is the swing mechanic. Swinging through New York when it looks this good feels incredible. It feels like I'm playing the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Swinging through the city feels incredibly cinematic. So, of course, I did reference Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man game. It's one of the best Spider-Man games, if not the best Spider-Man games ever made. Let's just say, if this Spider-Man keeps doing what it's doing, this may be the best Spider-Man game ever made. Not only are the cutscenes incredibly funny, I love the voice acting in this so far. The characters and everything are just brilliant. And the fact that Spider-Man starts going on about being Spider-Cop is just amazing. I love those moments, and I've put one of those at the start of the video. There's one I'm going to put at the end as well. I love the characters in this so far, and they are brilliant. Spider-Man sounds like how you imagine him in your head. It's weird. They have nailed the character. I can't wait to play more of this story and experience more. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is combat, because combat is a very big part of this game. Combat is hard at first, and I was just spinning around, flying all over the place, jumping over everything, not having a clue what I was doing, and over time, I've slightly got the hang of it, but I am still flummoxed, and it's not a pretty sight, but you feel like a badass while flying around like an idiot. Throwing a manhole cover into someone's face is possibly the nicest feeling in the world. And those moments where you dodge at the perfect moment and Spider-Man does an epic slow-mo backflip and webs the enemy in the face are amazing. I think by the end of the game, looking at the upgrades in this so far, this is going to be incredibly fun. So talking about the combat, I actually do have a very slight negative, and this, I suppose, depends on who you are, because I personally love stealthing it first and then going full force if I get spotted. And that goes across all games. I love the stealth approach first. And as soon as these open worlds criminal activities are unlocked, you get the ability to go and take down robberies, and you get to go and take down like stick-ups and everything, and you swing in there and the game's like, web strike them. But I don't want to web strike them. I want to get up high onto like one of those fire escape steps and like sneakily grab a guy and stick him up to a wall and take them out when the other people don't notice. But I don't have that ability. I'm not sure if this is going to be added later in the game, if this is something I just haven't done properly yet, but currently I like a stealth approach, and currently it's not giving me that. I'm guessing we will get those stealth moments when we're in the indoor scenarios, which we've seen a lot in the gameplay. But that's my only slight negative, and that completely depends on if you are a stealth person or not. So yeah, those are my first impressions from about 3 hours of gameplay. I have loved it. I really am enjoying this. I will be playing a lot of this. I'll also probably be live streaming it, so make sure to check on my channel because I will be doing a live stream sometime this week. Also, I'd like to say a massive thank you. Yesterday, I released a video where I talked about my mental health and went into some pretty deep stuff, and the response and the outreach in that video was absolutely insane. I am so grateful to each and every single one of you. I don't really know what to say, just thank you. So I'm going to get out of here. If you did enjoy this, make sure to stick around, pun intended, and also make sure to watch out for my next live stream that I'm going to be doing, because it will be on Spider-Man. Anyway, thanks for watching, but until next time, that's me swinging out. That was terrible, I'm so sorry.
Alright, Yuri. I'm gonna repair the last Chinatown tower now.
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Been doing a little thinking, Yuri. Policing's a young man's game, and Spider Cop, well, he's no spring chicken.
Please be going where I think you're going.
As of today, Spider Cop is officially retired.
Oh, thank God. I need a drink.
We'll all drink tonight, Yuri. Drink to the memory of Spider Cop's tireless... Yuri? Yuri, you there? Guess the emotion of the moment overwhelmed her.
Oh, and I'm the type of guy who will never settle down. Where pretty girls are